Below is a fully English, long-form, documentary-style story of around 3,000 words, rewritten cleanly and smoothly from your outline, with a mysterious, cinematic tone, perfect for a YouTube narration on Trix AI. The Silent Desert: Unlocking the Secrets of Area 51. Introduction: the map's missing piece. In the heart of the Nevada desert, where the land stretches endlessly under a burning sun and silence feels heavier than sound, there exists a place that for decades officially did not exist. No signs on government maps, no acknowledgement from authorities, no answers to questions. If you drive along Nevada State Route 375, better known today as the Extraterrestrial Highway, you'll eventually encounter something unsettling. Warning signs appear along the road, stark and threatening. Restricted area, no trespassing, use of deadly force authorized. Beyond those signs lies one of the most mysterious locations on Earth, Area 51. To some, it is nothing more than a highly classified military testing facility where the most advanced aircraft ever built are pushed beyond their limits. To others, it is something far more extraordinary, a hidden gateway where humanity has come face to face with intelligence not born on this planet. In decades, conspiracy theories, eyewitness accounts, and leaked testimonies have swirled around this desolate patch of land. Stories of crashed UFOs, reverse-engineered alien technology, and secret underground laboratories have captured the imagination of millions. Today, we go beyond the keep out signs, beyond the rumors, beyond the official denials. Today, we unlock the secrets buried beneath the dust of Groom Lake. Chapter 1: The Birth of a Ghost Base. The story of Area 51 begins in 1955, at the height of the Cold War. The world was divided. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent struggle for dominance, one fought not just with weapons, but with information. America's greatest fear was simple: what if the enemy could see everything? At the time, spy satellites didn't exist. The only way to gather intelligence deep inside enemy territory was from the sky. The CIA needed an aircraft capable of flying higher than any interceptor, higher than any missile, so high that it would be untouchable. But this project demanded absolute secrecy. The solution was to build a base so remote, so isolated, that even America's own citizens wouldn't know it was there. After months of searching, intelligence officials found a dry lake bed in southern Nevada known as Groom Lake. Flat, barren, surrounded by mountains, and miles away from any populated area. It was perfect. This was not just a military base, it was a black site. Workers were flown in on unmarked white aircraft from Las Vegas, planes without logos, without tail numbers, without identity. The flights became known as Janet Airlines. Employees couldn't tell their families where they worked. They signed documents agreeing to lifelong silence. Many officially didn't exist in public records. They were ghosts, working on ghost projects inside a ghost base. Chapter 2: The UFO Boom of the 1950s. Soon after operations began, something strange started happening across the American Southwest. Commercial airline pilots reported seeing shiny silver objects streaking across the sky, far higher than any known aircraft could fly. Desert residents described strange lights moving silently at impossible speeds. The reports flooded in. Unidentified flying objects. UFO sightings exploded during the late 1950s, particularly around Nevada and California. Newspapers ran headlines, radio shows debated the possibility of alien visitors. Fear and fascination gripped the public. Behind closed doors, the US military knew the truth. What people were seeing wasn't extraterrestrial, it was the U-2 Dragon Lady. This spy plane could fly above 70,000 feet, twice the altitude of commercial aircraft. At that altitude, sunlight reflected off its silver wings, making it appear otherworldly. But the government couldn't reveal the truth. Admitting the existence of the U-2 would expose America's most critical intelligence operation to the Soviets. So they made a calculated decision. They let the UFO rumors grow. If people believed aliens were visiting Earth, they wouldn't look too closely at secret American technology. UFOs became the perfect screen scope, and in the process, Area 51 gained something powerful: a legend. Chapter 3: Project Oxcart and the Blackbird. By the early 1960s, aviation technology had entered uncharted territory. At Area 51, engineers were no longer just designing airplanes, they were redefining the limits of physics. The result was Project Oxcart, which eventually produced one of the most legendary aircraft in history, the SR-71 Blackbird. The Blackbird was unlike anything the world had ever seen. It could fly at Mach 3, more than 3 times the speed of sound. At full speed, its skin became so hot from air friction that it expanded. Fuel tanks leaked on the ground, but sealed themselves in mid-air. No missile could catch it. No radar could reliably track it. Its sharp angles, black coating, and alien-like silhouette fueled even more UFO sightings. People described triangular shapes, glowing engines, and impossible acceleration. At Area 51, scientists also pioneered early stealth technology, learning how to shape aircraft so radar waves would scatter instead of reflect. But as the planes became stranger, so did the rumors. Many began to ask, if this is what they admit to, what are they not showing us? Chapter 4: The Man Who Changed Everything. Bob Lazar. In 1989, a quiet man with wild hair and nervous eyes appeared on a Las Vegas TV station and changed the Area 51 story forever. His name was Bob Lazar. Lazar claimed that he had worked at a secret site called S4, located just south of Area 51. According to him, this facility was not testing human aircraft, it was housing alien spacecraft. Lazar described 9 flying saucers stored in hangars carved into a mountainside. He said his job was to help reverse engineer their propulsion systems. The technology, he claimed, was beyond anything on Earth. At the center of it all was a mysterious substance, Element 115, a stable, unknown element capable of bending gravity itself. Using this element, the craft could create their own gravitational field, allowing them to move without wings, engines, or sound. Scientists publicly dismissed Lazar's claims. They questioned his education, his credentials, even his sanity. But there was a problem. Lazar accurately described security procedures, hand scanners, and flight schedules, details that were later confirmed to exist. Whether Bob Lazar was a whistleblower or an elaborate liar remains one of the greatest mysteries of modern times. But one thing is undeniable. After Bob Lazar, Area 51 became a global obsession. Chapter 5: The government finally admits it. For decades, the US government refused to even say Area 51. If reporters asked about it, officials deflected. Documents were classified, maps were censored. Then, in 2013, everything changed. Following a Freedom of Information Act request, the CIA released documents officially acknowledging the existence of Area 51 for the first time. They admitted that Groom Lake had been used to test the U-2 and Oxcart programs, but there was no mention of aliens, no flying saucers, no Element 115. Instead of calming speculation, the admission made things worse. People asked, if they lied for nearly 50 years about the base existing, what else are they lying about now? Chapter 6: modern mysteries, and the storm Area 51. Today, Area 51 is more active than ever. Satellite imagery shows massive new hangars, expanded runways, and ongoing construction. Something is still happening out there in the desert. Some believe the base is testing advanced hypersonic weapons and next-generation drones. Others claim sightings of a mysterious triangular craft known as the TR-3B, rumored to use anti-gravity technology. In 2019, the mystery reached pop culture madness. A Facebook event titled "Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us" went viral. Millions signed up, jokingly claiming they would rush the gates to see them aliens. Only a few thousand showed up, but the message was clear.